Jamestown, New York is a wonderful part of western New York, one of the westernmost part of the state of New York. And the misconception that often arises is that New York is Manhattan or skyscrapers and things like that. It's not the case. We have western New York, where is the genuine America. The people who are genuine, people who care about you, who are polite, who want to wish you well, and they show it in their actions on an everyday basis. They're also there's also the part of the Swedish heritage involved in western New York, because this is one of the places that the first wave of Swedish immigrants went to when they left Sweden over 100 years ago. And that tradition is still there very, very soundly and strongly, and it's represented in the actions of the people. They're very proud of the traditions, they're very proud of the Swedish heritage. And for our kids, for our students, I should say, this is a remarkable experience. These students are coming to Western New York to experience what I just mentioned, the genuine America. And it is, in fact, Jamestown community that has made us feel so welcome and putting the marvelous facilities at our disposal. The campus is absolutely fantastic. It's roughly 100 acres, and they're opening their hearts and their doors to our students to be welcomed to Jamestown. Good morning, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to the United States of America. You are so tremendously important and so enthusiastically welcomed here to Jamestown. And that is because not only are you representatives for your families, but you're also representatives of your schools and your country. Everyone here in Jamestown knows that the Swedes are here. The Swedes have come to Jamestown. And you have your own leaders that you have traveled on the bus with, and the people who are on the right behind me and on the left and over there. There are a lot of people who are here to support you. The dormitories consist of 4 separate bedrooms. Then there's a section in the middle where you can sit in the evenings and have a good time together with your friends. There's a little kitchenette, and then there are 2 bathrooms, 2 on each side, so that there is a high degree of privacy involved as well. The buildings, from what I understand, are no less than 3 years old, and it's up to date and modern in every way with all the computer wirings and stuff like that. So that in itself is a wonderful experience. It's also an experience of freedom for the students. It's an experience where they can gain in self-confidence. For many of them, it's the first time away from home. They realize that they can do something on their own, that the parents don't have to worry because they are in an environment where they are taken care of, but still there's the element of, I can do this myself. And, oh yes, I can communicate in English. I can go shopping and people understand what I'm saying. I'm in a natural environment where English is spoken clearly and concisely. English is the language of the world, and we want our children to be undergoing a process of immersion in just a natural environment, which is what they are experiencing here. In the mornings, the students are having lessons, anything from American geography to American history. We have had a little contest as to how many of these presidents can you identify, and it's amazing how diligently the students are working at that. They are proud to show what they know and willing to learn, willing to absorb, I should say already at a molecular level, that this is something that I'm learning. So it's been American history, it's been learning about the American natives, the Iroquois, the Senecas. They have had excursions to Jamestown's municipal police department, and we have turned this to be CSI Jamestown to give it a popular little twist to it, and the students have enjoyed that tremendously. Then we also have the Gary Rodeos. And the Gary Rodeos is one of the oldest professional rodeos in the country. And it's an enjoyable occasion where you can see rough riders riding in there on their horses, all dressed up in Western gear and carrying the American flag high. Everyone stands up to sing patriotic songs, and then the fun begins. Roping in the bulls, throwing them onto the ground, and barrel racing, and stuff like that. It's a genuine rodeo with professionals as well as non-professionals. Niagara Falls, what a fantastic experience. A unique and fantastic experience with one of the wonders of the world, where the students are going down in an elevator shaft of something like 50 meters that has all been dug by hand, something like 70, 80 years ago. And then they proceed down a slippery slope in sandals that were handed out to them. And then they go through down and around various steps until they get to a falls, to part of the falls, where they're going to get soaking wet. Depending upon which way the wind blows, they're going to get even wetter than wet. And they're having a marvelous time experiencing the falls. I think the only thing I can say, you should come, because it's a great experience, because you make friends of a lifetime. You will have connections in your life that you will never forget. The people that you have met, the things that you have seen, the amount of English that you've learned, the cultural immersion. It's an incredible experience for these children. Plus, primarily, I want to go back to the sense of independence that each child experiences. That, yes, I can do this. I can be in another country on my own. Yes, I can communicate. Yes, I can make friends. And I am an independent person that has an unlimited ability to develop my future capacities.